to our Thursday night weekly hangout, our prosperity hangout with the homebusinesshelper.com. My name is Earl Teach, founder of the Servants Team Missionary Outreach, and it really is a blessing to bring you this presentation today. Now, I've been painting, so please forgive the green paint on my hands. I do more things than just online business, so sometimes I'm going to give a presentation on one of these hangouts. I may not look up to snuff, but the information I'm going to share with you folks, it really, truly is life-changing. You're not going to waste any of your time tonight, and what I need to do is really just ask you for your permission to be able to speak very clearly, very frankly, and very blunt with you. You want the truth, don't you? And I've always been taught, folks, that the truth sets you free. So allow me about a half an hour or so to be able to show you a proven set of work habits with proven companies where if you're ready to go to work and roll up your sleeves, you got live help from myself personally. I'm going to do the work for you, but with you, to train you with integrity instead of hype. Here at the Home Business Helper, we're not like the rest of them out there. Really, what separates us from the rest is we don't just sell you a kit, invite you into a fancy group, and tell you, hey, go make it. And really, folks, outside of the Home Business Helper, I don't care where you go. That's what they're going to do. They're going to take your money. They're going to show you their great little community. But if it comes down to coaching and you really need their one-on-one help, 90% of them wouldn't have a clue what to do in the first place. That's why I formed thehomebusinesshelper.com, and to be able to help people that are serious entrepreneurs see some proven places with a proven coach. It's got proven experience with proven companies. Proven, proven, proven. Understand what I'm saying, folks, because 97% or better of the companies offering the great ground floor for business earning, folks, they're going to be out of business in less than 3 years' time, most of them in 6 months. So what kind of experience do I bring to the table to help you out? Well, maybe you heard of this guy. His name is John Maxwell. He's a personal friend of mine. There's my picture taken with him. Do a Google search. You'll find out that the Fortune 500 companies pay this guy thousands of dollars to stand in front of their best leaders that are corporate CEOs and corporate executives for 1 or 2 hours. Thousands of dollars. Really, he's one of the best motivational training leadership speakers you'll find on the planet today. And it really was a blessing to be able to meet John Maxwell and learn from him. Another friend of mine, his name is Eddie Freeman. Started working with him in 2009. This is 2014. I've never missed a single Saturday training session as he went from before $1 million to over $1 million annually, and he's helped a few others to do the same thing. Now, to me, that's more priceless than a business degree at Harvard University, because somebody started at zero, went to over $1 million, and helped a few others from zero to $1 million. This is proven facts, not theory that a college professor is teaching. So think about what I'm saying. The most lucrative place to make money on the planet is in the field of home business. Every 11 seconds, somebody's starting one somewhere in just America alone. It's very lucrative. That's why you see the high failure rate. The most lucrative has the most people try, and only makes sense the most are going to fail. What we're designing here at the Home Business Helper is a way for you to succeed. Some more experience. Paul Morris, 40 years experience. That beautiful lady with him, that's my wife. Her name is Darlene. But Paul's got over 40 years experience at taking people with zero experience from zero to over $1 million in income. That's a pretty good track record to have. And my dad, he was an entrepreneur when he was alive, a professional entrepreneur, studied business at William & Mary College, and he told me, hey, son, if you really want to see who's doing what in business and you want to be good at it, go watch what the best is doing and duplicate their actions, and you'll have it made. And you know what? My father was able to start a restaurant in a rural community with less than 500 people population in the 80s, keep that baby running long into the 90s, turn around and sell it for about 3 times what he paid for it. And he was one of the few cafes that was a full menu restaurant where he actually gave his employees a paid vacation. Now, when does a waitress or a cook get a paid vacation? My dad was a great businessman, and he understood the fundamentals that counted most, which was if you don't treat your employees better than you treat yourself, you ain't got a business worth having. So what my whole idea is to recruit people that have a work ethic that are ready to go to work. And if you're ready to go to work, we got the proven places and the methods. So let's start. I'm going to talk about 5 key things that we do to create income. And what you're going to see here at the Home Business Helper, I'm from Troy, Montana, by the way. What you're going to see here that you won't see anywhere else, we're going to show you the work habits that pay you rather than explain why we're the best company in the world. I believe that the companies that I work with are the ones that are going to position you the best with my 20 years of experience in this home business. See, I got one of these cell phones. It looks like it's calling somebody right now. I apologize, folks. Sorry about that. Gotta love technology. That Net 10 is awful. I'm telling you. Gotta go back to Verizon. Folks, we've got some exciting things here. Hey, we're going to look at 5 work habits. These are the actual work habits that will make you the money. You can get involved in all the home business companies you want, but if you don't put in the work that it takes to make the money, you're never going to see the profits that are there. And what you won't hear at the Home Business Helper is lies, okay? It's going to cost you money to start a business. It's going to cost you money to operate a business, and it's going to cost you time and efforts to make that business run. There's no magic to it. It's called work. It costs money to start a business. It costs money monthly to have tools for that business. So if you're looking for a way where you could get started someplace for free and make $1 million for free and not have to work for it, you need to keep looking because it don't exist. Those are suckers. Suckers are born every minute. Suckers never get rich. And the fake companies that'll be out of business in less than 6 months' time are looking for those suckers that want to get rich quick. For those that understand the truth in life, and the truth always sets you free, if you work for it, it comes to you like clockwork every single time. And that's what we're going to show you here. 5 proven habits where we're going to combine old school and new school together. High touch and high tech, baby. And when you got both high touch and high tech in one place with companies that got integrity, with products that have products and services that save the consumer money that they're already spending now, you can't go wrong with that, folks. Think about what I'm saying. Because when somebody says, no, I'm not interested in your home business, if you've got a solution to their problem, they have an interest in your solution. So maybe they don't want to build a business, but your business has a solution to their problem. And when you can show them a solution to a problem that they have, they're more open to it, and it creates profits for you, and there's no shame in that. It's just a matter of finding the people that got the problems and being able to match up your business that has the solution to the problems that they have. And when you can cater to the masses, you can hang with the classes. Let's show you how simple this really is. The first thing we're going to do, yes, I'm a Christian company. The Servants Team Missionary Outreach is who founded the Home Business Helper. And my wife and I, Darlene, founded the Servants Team Missionary Outreach, and we also founded the Home Business Helper. But you're going to get Christian training here. Jesus Christ is the most followed leader on the history of the planet. If you're building a business, you need to know how to be a leader. If you understand the fundamentals of what the most followed leader in the history of our planet does, you can duplicate those fundamentals and be a good leader yourself. I hope you're understanding what I'm saying here. So, yes, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pray. The first thing we do, pray. We pray for a blessing on our work actions throughout the day. We pray for forgiveness from our sins. We want a clear subconscious mind working for us while we're sleeping. In order to have that working for us while we're sleeping in a positive way, we need to make sure we forgive anybody that we're got anything against. If we expect God to forgive us for our transgressions, we need to be able to forgive others. When we do this and we go to bed at night with a clear conscience, guess what? That subconscious mind can go to work for you, spinning off positive things instead of negative things. What you bring in is what's going to come out. So when you stop and think about it as an entrepreneur in the most lucrative market where most people try to make money and fail, you're going to endure a lot of negativity. And if all you take in is that negativity, all that's going to come out of you is negativity, even if you're not spitting out negative words. Your internal attitude's going to be putting out, I know they're not interested. I know they're going to tell me no. I know that you're not saying this, but your physical demeanor is putting that out. And your body language is saying that. You don't want to be in that position. So we're going to pray. We're going to forgive anybody that's against us, and we're going to start putting some positive info in our heads throughout the day, which is positive reading material. Now, I suggest the Bible is the best book, but if you want to look at books where you're dealing with people, we're going to sell something, and there's no shame in selling something. All sales is the feature and advantage and benefit behind whatever service or product that you're offering somebody. And when you're offering somebody a solution that saves them money that they're already spending now, that's a good thing. It can create serious pay for you, and everything we have at the Home Business Helper has exactly that. So let's look at what we're going to do. Zig Ziglar, See You at the Top. Really good book. If you're new to this industry, this is where I would start. This would be the first book for me. Zig Ziglar. Okay? For the little more advanced that really wants to make it. And if you've been in the business a while, or you've been in the industry a while and you haven't started reading and you're really struggling, this book will help you. The Secrets of Closing the Sale by Zig Ziglar. This is a must-have if you're going to earn in the home business industry. Another book called Over the Top by Zig Ziglar. These are good books, folks. Purpose-Driven Life, or excuse me, Purpose-Driven Church by Rick Warren. Really good book. Quick and Easy Way to Effective Speaking by Dale Carnegie. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is an action-packed, oh yeah, book out of the 70s. Look out, I'm old. Good book, though. How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success Through Selling. These are good books, folks. And when you've got that reading habit of 15 minutes a day at the end of the day to put positive information in your mind so your subconscious mind can stay focused on positive things while you're sleeping, you'll be able to draw people to you with a positive aura about you that's really invisible. And it's the magic pixie dust in this industry, for no other way to put it, folks. Can you read? And do you think you can pray? And if you skip this step, I promise you this, you're going to go broke in time, because if God's not first, nothing else lasts. Never forget that. Let's look at number 2. We beat number 1 to death. High touch, person to person is what we're talking about. We're going to make 25 connections. Did you know you could go to Craigslist.org and look at resumes? And there's a lot of fake resumes in there. People acting like they want opportunity, but they're not in a hurry for opportunity. They wouldn't be too ignorant to put their phone number and their email address in there. So when you come across the ones that don't want to put their phone number or email address, don't waste your time with them. Think about it. If you needed to make money and your family's security was at stake, you would put your phone number on a resume when you're asking another man to hire you, wouldn't you, or woman? So think about what I'm saying. So Craigslist.org, they must have an email, a real email, and a real phone number. And when you find that in a populated area with more than 1 million people in it, you're going to find the resumes that you needed to. 2 cities with over 1 million people probably bring you more than 25 resumes. Maybe 5 cities if you wanted to. But that's how you can do it for free. Find people that's put information online. Hey, this is what my skill level is. This is what I want to get paid to do. And then you can call them up and say, hey, you know, I'm not paying a salaried position, but the skill level that you have could pay you quite well. And if payday's every Monday and the only way you get paid is if you do the work, would you be open to that kind of income? And yes, they would be. If they're really looking for work, yes, they will be. Great. I've got something I want to share with you that's about a half an hour long, which could be this very hangout right here. And after they've seen that hangout, you can make a 3-way call with me, yours truly. And from there, I will help you bring your prospects into this business. Just like if you're working with our consumable products and you've got a guest in front of this hangout right now, this is the time to be sampling those products to know that they work. Know how to utilize what you have and be profitable with it. That's why it's there. So we're going to connect with 25 people. We're going to do something. There's face-to-face connections. There's on the phone connections, and there's live internet chat. But as long as you're talking with a live human being, whether it be face-to-face, on the phone, or a live internet chat, you want to make 25 connections a day to set 5 appointments, and that's step 2, high touch. High tech is step 3. We're going to blog. We need to get a blog. What is a blog? A blog is a website that you can update daily and put multiple pieces of information with. A blog is something that you could post in a Facebook group that's got 5, 10, 25,000 people. I'm in groups that got 50,000 to 60,000 people. I've joined over 200 groups on Facebook with over 20,000 people in them that have an interest in home-based business. I can take a blog that has a solution to a problem that entrepreneurs face, and I could post that in each one of those groups for free, and that's over 10,000 eyeballs with the possibility of seeing my commercial, and all it cost me was my blog. Now, let's think for a minute, because success leaves clues. If I'm following history, and I look at history and I go, gee, who's the most successful entrepreneur? Let's look at John Maxwell, okay? How does John Maxwell get his stuff in front of entrepreneurs? With a blog. So if that's how John Maxwell gets to his people, wouldn't it make sense, if you're wanting to make your impact in the online world, that you should have a blog too? It made sense to me. So I went to a company called speedwealthproject.com. Actually, the company's called Internet Lifestyle Network, but my link is speedwealthproject.com. And what this does is it allows you to pick up a blog for $37 a month. And that's all that tool runs you. It allows you to create your presence on the internet and brand yourself as the leader that you are in the industry you're in. It's a business tool. It's a monthly expense. The beauty behind this, as you're building teams, your team members are going to need this tool too. So the company is going to pay you $20 a month for everybody you refer to that. So it's also a tool that helps you to produce profits for your business, create your presence online, and brand you. At the same time, this tool is going to pay you a residual income as it's producing profits for your business. Why wouldn't you want a tool that's going to pay you to use it? That's just how beautiful this blogging platform is. And who's behind it? Well, if you look at all 7, 8-figure earners of today, the ones that got there over the last 4 years, over 80% of them were mentored by a guy by the name of Mark Hoverson. And he got together with another young guy by the name of Vincent Ortega Jr. that had this unique talent to go from $0 to $50,000 a month using the power of the internet from the comfort of his own home in less than 3 months' time. So these two put their heads together and built the ultimate blogging platform that you get paid to use as a tool. And as a result, we have a young man by the name of Fraser McDonald that's 23 years old, bringing in over $80,000, and we still got 5 months of the year to go. And this young man had no prior experience before this simple tool that pays you to use it. And you have just as much opportunity to take what he's done, learn from his mistakes, because everything's been improved since he started, and you could do even better than what he did because the system keeps getting better as time goes on. Think about what I'm saying. SpeedWealthProject.com gives you a blog so you can have a blog advertised in 25 groups with a solution to a problem that the entrepreneurs have. And when you're advertising that solution to all those eyeballs in each one of those groups, somebody's going to click on your link. Doesn't that make sense? Now, how do you know when they click on your link? If you don't have the right internet tools to trace that click on that link, you just got a website that's out there. And folks, with most network marketing companies, I'm sorry to say that's the case. You can't track who's doing what. So how do you solve that problem? You get what's called a capture page. So when they go up on that page, you can see a short little video. We call it a sizzle video. For old school, we used to call it a sizzle call. But a video that's less than 5 minutes long, who we are, what we have to offer, how we can benefit you. They watch that video on a scale of 1 to 10. Does that make sense? 6 or above means you're a real prospect. Where are you? Well, I'm a 6. Great. I'm going to show you some information in over a half an hour time that will make you a 10. And that's how simple it really is. But how can you get to that point? You let them watch that simple 5-minute video that's on a capture page. They're interested from there. Automatically, they're going to go to another website, which has a half-hour business presentation that they had an interest in. After that business presentation's over with, now they're no longer a 6, they're a 10, and they're ready to go. What happened? You had a capture page on your regular network marketing website. The capture page lets you know when they click on your link. Not only that, it's attached to a tool called an autoresponder that sends them immediately, upon entering their information into this capture page, an email from you showing them that you find them important as an individual. That's called professional business ethics, folks. And in the online world, that's what autoresponders do. You may have heard of Aweber. Only with PLS, Power Lead System, your autoresponders are unlimited, $30 a month, and they come with a capture page. Isn't that neat? So you can have unlimited capture pages and autoresponders for $30 a month, and guess what? This is a tool. You got to have these things. The email funnels are there. So email funnels, $50 a month for most entrepreneurs. Capture pages, $50 a month for most entrepreneurs, and they're not even unlimited. That's just for 1 or 2. That's it. And then email funnels on top of that? Wow, we're talking $150 a month in just tools alone. PLS gives you all of that for $30 in one place, and when you refer that to your business owners that need it as you're building a team, you get paid a $20 monthly residual for the life of that account as well. So again, we have another tool that we need in the online business that's going to pay us a monthly residual as it's producing profits for our business by capturing names and email addresses on the capture page before they go into the main website page. If they really want the solution to the problem that your business has, and you've talked to them properly, they're not going to have a problem entering their name and their phone number and giving your system a chance to follow up with them for you. It's just good business skills. And you get these tools, the leadproject.biz is Power Lead System. And the leadproject.biz is also where you get another tool through Power Lead System called Social Profit Academy. And number 4, we're going to talk to you about what that is. But number 3, we got the high-tech blog. We're going to blog something positive, a solution to somebody's problem, and we're going to put that in 25 groups twice a day. Okay? So step number 4 of our daily actions is we're going to follow up with the people we talk to on the blogs and the people we talk to in step 2, and we're going to secure that there's 5 appointments for tomorrow. And what are we going to do? We're going to place 5 ads as a serious entrepreneur. A $5 to $10 daily Facebook ad to a group of people that have an interest in exactly what our business has to offer. Now, as a professional business owner, professional business is advertised, folks. How many commercials do you see on TV? Facebook allows you the ability to advertise in a group of people, say 75,000 people that have demographics that match exactly what your product or service is. And when you can take those demographics and match your ad to those demographics with a solution for those people, when you got something in front of 75,000 people that's a solution to their problem, what do you think's going to happen? That's why we advertise in the first place. But what's the biggest problem with advertising in the home business industry or any business industry? It's expensive. In fact, they tell you over 90% of all entrepreneurs who advertise go through thousands and thousands of dollars before they even find the first advertisement that generates them business and creates them profits. So if you can get this exact advertising training with a blueprinted system where it shows you actual case studies of ads that were placed for $5 to $10 that turned into hundreds to thousands of dollars profits as recently as May and June of 2014, well, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Well, a guy by the name of Jeff Mills is a friend of mine, put together this course called Social Profit Academy for $497. You can purchase the education you need to understand how to advertise properly and be effective, or you could spend thousands of dollars like 90% do in trial and error before you even find one that works. You know, I'm reading a book right now by Vince Lombardi, famous coach. And when he started with his football seasons every year, he started his coaching with, gentlemen, this is a football. The first thing we're going to understand in this game is the fundamentals. And gentlemen, you're going to know them fundamentals better here than anywhere else. Because if you know those fundamentals and they work for you, we're going to win some games. Business is no different, folks. When you got the fundamentals to how to advertise, and we're only talking $497 to have that kind of fundamental to go with, that saves you. That's a good investment. Now, when you own the Social Profit Academy course because you purchased it, you can refer it to others and get paid $400 for each person that uses it. These are tools that business owners are going to use anyway. They might as well get them from you. Think about that. Now, step 5, we got to complete 5 proper exposures 5 days a week. 5 a day, 5 days a week. If you do 1 exposure at a half an hour and you do 5 of them in a day, that's 2.5 hours a day. Do 10 of them, 5 hours. We're still talking part-time efforts for full-time income potential. Take a look at that. So we're going to complete 5 proper exposures. If you're using consumable products while they're watching a presentation like this one, this is the time they're sampling the products, know they taste good, and feel them working. It's very important. All right, so if 5 people said, hey, you know, I want to know how to advertise without having to trial and error my way to thousands of dollars before I find one ad that produces profits for my business, that Social Profit Academy makes sense to me. Do you realize, folks, if 5 people decided to join PLS, that's $20 as a member each month, the life of those accounts. So that's $100 right there. And then 5 of them, wow, times $400, that's $2,100 commissions that you would make having 1 successful day of 5 people saying, I want that solution. Think about what I'm saying, folks. It pays to have solutions to people's problems. Now, we're going to run over the 30-minute mark here, but not by much, but it'll be worth it, because what I got for you now is really the meat and potatoes of what this whole thing's all about. Now, you drink coffee, don't you? Let me ask you a question. If Paul Zane Pilzer, the leading economic forecaster in the entire planet for over 20 years, says health and wellness is where the most money is going to be made and has been made, even more than politics or the oil business. Think about that, folks. Health and wellness. Let's look at a trend. How about coffee? Do you drink coffee? Would you like to have your coffee delivered to your front door for free? Would you like to get paid to drink your coffee? And if everything I'm talking to you about is realistic and all you got to do to get your coffee for free is refer it to 4 others and yours is free, well, that's a good deal. But really, is there really money in coffee, or is this just a bunch of hype on the internet, folks? Take a look at McDonald's, the most successful franchise in the history of the planet. Billions served daily. They just redirected all their marketing to what? McCafe? Think about Starbucks. Some people call it $5 because it's the cheapest coffee there without food stamps. They go there and buy 2 or 3 of those babies a day. I really apologize. I got a phone call coming in. I'm not going to answer it, folks. We're almost done here. So think about what I'm talking to you about. Oh, come on. Hold up. Turn this darn thing off. All right, folks. What I'm talking to you about is really important. Coffee. $58 billion a year. McDonald's changed their whole marketing concept, so now you know I'm not full of junk. But look at weight loss, $148 billion a year. Combine the two, you got $200 billion a year market that you could have a piece of. Now, if the coffee that we're talking about is completely delicious, and it only costs $3 instead of $5, we're talking about a product that somebody would save money on by consuming that they're already spending money on. Wow, that's pretty cool. Who wouldn't want to save $3? Who wouldn't want to save at least $2 a coffee? And if they're drinking 3 of them a day, that's $6 a day. That's a lot of money, over $100 a month, almost $100 a month. You add that up, 30 days, folks. So think about what I'm saying. That saves you money. Now, when we're talking about a solution that's so powerful, Dr. Earl Mendel says, wow. He's the author of the Vitamin Bible, a nutritional expert that a lot of people look up to, and a professional nutrition doctor. Now, if he's in retirement and already made millions of dollars, why would he come out of retirement and promote a product? Probably because the company that formulated the product, by the name of X-Fuse, it's 7 years old, debt-free, and global, spent the millions and millions of dollars nobody else had the guts to do to actually formulate the product properly to where it tastes delicious and has some health benefits like natural weight loss. Have you ever done a Google search on an ingredient called Garcinia cambogia? Have you ever done a Google search on an ingredient called raspberry ketones? How about green coffee beans? Now combine all of those with a nokadami or durkadami. I can't pronounce the mushroom. But when you go to our Coffee Solutions Profit website, you'll be able to see doctors that are experts explain to you why this coffee is healthy and why it helps you to actually lose weight as well. And I can't make any claims, so I got to be careful how I word things. But it's very powerful. Now, I'm not talking about welfare coffee, and I have nothing against people on welfare, but I'm being realistic. Look at Starbucks, look at Dunkin' Donuts, look at McDonald's. They're not taking food stamps, and people are buying 3 and 4 of them coffees a day a piece. So when you've got the idea that I've got healthy, that tastes better, that's better quality, and I can have it delivered to my door, and if I share it with just 4 people, mine becomes free for the life of that account, that's pretty cool. What if only one customer had the potential to be worth $500 to you in 4 months, just one work quarter, because all that customer did was say, I don't want to build a business, but I want my coffee free. I know 4 other people that'll take this coffee so mine can be free. And when this duplicates in a perfect world, miracles happen. Let's take a look. Your first consumers, your first consumer, one person, $5 a month for the life of the account for the coffee, Suma Cafe. They ordered their coffee, $5 a month. Next month, they want theirs free, so they went out and got 4, 5, 10, 15, 20. And now theirs is free, plus theirs, you're looking at 5, 10, 15, 20. Even though theirs is free, it still pays you a residual of $5 a month. So month number 2, you got $25 off the same customer. You didn't even go get another customer. He got 4 so he could get his free, or she did, whatever you prefer. Now, what happens in month 3? Same thing. All those people wanted theirs free too, so they went out and got theirs, created each one of these $5 circles, turned into a $25 circle. At month 3, $125 monthly residual. What? You went and got one customer, and they chain reaction because they all wanted theirs free, and you get $5 a month from all of them down infinity. It's the most powerful consumable product pay plan in the industry today. There is not one out there stronger, folks. It's awesome. And this is just one way of pay. We're not even talking about what you get paid to bring on builders. This is just one customer that wanted his free, went and got 4. Those 4 wanted theirs free, so they went and got 4. Now we're at 25, down to month 3. Month 4 is beautiful. All those 25, they want to do the same thing. They went out and got theirs. What's that mean? That means one customer turned into $500 by month number 4 by duplicating to get theirs free in a perfect world. Now, if you got 10 customers a month, which means you went to work on a part-time basis and you failed 20 times and succeeded 10 times. So you failed 20 times, succeeded 10 times, and got 10 customers. And you did that every month for 4 months. That means you got 40 customers. And when all 40 of those customers have the potential to be worth $500 a piece, that's $20,000 in residual income that's going to come to you every month for the life of those accounts. What it start with? You. And we're not even talking about business builders. We're just talking about the power of consumption and getting paid $5 an account on referrals down infinity. There's 7 ways of weekly pay and monthly residuals with this debt-free company called XFuse, bringing you Summa Cafe. Now, what I've shared with you tonight is 5 simple work habits anybody with work ethic can accomplish. I've shared with you proven companies. The lead project is PLS. Speedwell project, that is ILN. The coffee is XFuse. There are 3 options in the homebusinesshelper.com. Options 1, 2, and 3. What I would suggest is you get started right away. Now, $30 a month to get started with that one, $37 a month to get started with that one, and $40 one time get you started with the coffee business. So for less than $150, you can join all 3 of them. Are you going to make 20 grand? If that's how you got started, I promise you this, absolutely not. It takes money to make money, folks. You're going to want to do the advertising. You're going to want to have the tools. And if you're talking about this coffee while this presentation's going on, you need to have somebody in front of it sampling the coffee. So by the time this presentation's over with, you could do a 3-way call with me if you're new, and we'll figure out a game plan that fits their schedule best that will create them a paycheck next week. We put a set of actions that they can actually accomplish together to get them a check next week. They're going to be happy to do it. I'm going to help you. Look how this system works. It's so simple. Now, if you're letting somebody sample the products and you're looking at a 90 days, your first work quarter, and you want to do that, we're talking 5 times a day, 5 days a week for 90 days, you're going to need some product on hand for this. So we've got a no-risk startup pack. You know what I mean by no risk? On day 89, if you feel you've been misled, send everything back to the company for a full refund minus shipping and handling. Where was your risk? To be prepared to expose what you have that works as a solution to somebody's problem, risk-free. Here, watch this meeting, drink this. What do you think? It's that simple, folks. But if you want to be prepared, you got to have those products on hand so you could utilize Hangouts like this one right here to get the job done. And if it's risk-free and it's less than $1,600 to have everything you need to be profitable with 1 work quarter, and when you put the proper work habits in that 1 work quarter, and the potential, which is 1 of the 7 ways of pay, is 20 grand, that's a sweet spot to be in. The only question left to ask yourself, if everything is verifiable that this long-haired guy with green paint on his hands had to say tonight, everything I've said is very verifiable, and folks, it truly is. And those work habits, you can do them, and I'm going to help you do them. Is there any reason why you couldn't do what over 90% of the 5, 6, and 7-figure earners have already done? They didn't have the money to get started either. When you interview them all, none of them did. They had to use a credit card, often with 20 or 30% interest, and often they had to spend $12,000 to $20,000 to get their starts. We're talking less than 2 grand. You can put that on a card, and your payments are less than $300 a month on that. Folks, there's nothing wrong with leveraging a business start on a credit card. It's probably one of the smartest uses for that credit card, other than buying a bunch of junk to max it out that ain't going to pay you. We're showing you proven methods. We're showing you a risk-free way to get started where if you feel unhappy, send everything back for your money back, minus shipping and handling. Where's your risk? Folks, we've got proven work habits. We've got proven companies. We've got a live coach that'll work with you personally. We've got a debt-free company. The only thing missing is you. You deserve success. Get started. Enter your information in the link below. You will hear from me personally within 24 business hours. There's no reason why we can't help you to the success that you deserve. Thanks for joining us tonight. And folks, please keep our nation's leaders in your prayers. God bless you.